Welcome back to Tech Talks. I'm Chris Bormes, and we appreciate you spending a couple minutes with us this morning. So one of the questions we received the most, live chat, trade shows, phone, is picking up O-ring attachments chairside. First question is, should I have my laboratory process or should I pick them up chairside? There's really no wrong answer. If it's laboratory processed, the benefit of that is that you have one solid block of acrylic. Also, it's saving you chairside time because you're not spending 30 minutes, 60 minutes picking up the attachments. On the other hand, because most of the time when we're going from a positive to a negative to a positive in the traditional impression technique, there are going to be discrepancies because of the fluctuations with impression material, stone, things like that. So there is the chance that the laboratory processing, and again, this is of no fault to the laboratory, it's just the materials, it could not be as precise as chairside pickup. So chairside pickup is going to be more precise, but you don't have that one solid block of acrylic. You have your pickup material, and this is where we recommend using a material that you can control. Something that's a dual cure, that doesn't run, that has a thick, viscous nature to it that allows you to remain in control. So when we're talking about picking up an O-ring housing, there's two styles of the housing. The first is the closed housing. It takes more vertical space, but the benefit of the closed housing is it's a much easier pickup. The second style of housing is the donut style housing, where the O-ring head pokes through the top of the housing, which means the most important block out of this procedure with the donut style housing is going to be above the head of the O-ring housing. Now with both housings, open and closed, it's imperative that you block out from the bottom of the housing to the tissue. You have to make sure you eliminate that undercut so you don't lock in the denture. Permablock is a great material. Whatever material you're comfortable using, I'm going to recommend sticking with. But when you're blocking out the head of the donut housing, you need to use 0.5 millimeter of blockout material. Simply because if you don't block that out and you have acrylic over the dome of the head, the first time the patient functions or chews, that post comes through the O-ring, it hits the acrylic, and you're going to have a fracture point. Or it might be that the post can't come all the way through the O-ring housing, and you're not going to have retention. So, chairside pickup with the donut style housing, I would recommend using a slurry mix of plaster over the top of the head, simply because once the pickup is done, you can easily remove this by blasting through the housing with a mix of cold water. It's simple, easy to clean up, and it's going to provide the best results for your patients. Thank you for your questions. We'll see you next time on Tech Talks.
Thank you for joining us today for Tech Talks by PREAT. This concludes our 3-part series on the O-ring attachment system. Interested in learning more about the products you've seen here today? Visit us on the web at www.preat.com. Have a question you'd like to submit? Email us at techtalks@preat.com. That's TECHTALKS@preat.com.